Greetings everybody, and welcome to Industria Regrowth, my new Let's Play of Minecraft featuring the Regrowth mod pack. And for the record, I have made only one change from the base Regrowth mod pack, and that is with respect to Botania, but I'll explain it when the time comes. Aside from that, this is standard Regrowth mod pack. It's available, I think, on the Feed the Beast launcher and the Curse launcher as well. I am playing this off of the Curse launcher. I have my test world, but that's not the world I'm going to be playing for you guys. I'm going to create a new world. Industria Regrowth will be the world name, and I'll set that as a seed as well. And keep in mind, I have no idea what this seed is. I've never seen it before, so let's go ahead and create the world. Now, the basic premise of Regrowth is that the world is basically dead. You get a little bit of dead grass here and there. You may get a little bit lucky in a couple of places with some witch covens. And, of course, you, the player, survived. And I should also point out that a lot of hostile mobs also survived. Yes, hostile mobs do spawn normally in this mod pack, which is something I will have to keep in mind. The one change I made to Botania for the record, I'm not entirely certain about this particular start, but, well, there is, of course, the canonical Minecraft start, punch tree, get wood, but it's not the sort of wood you're used to. I'm getting dead wood, and I'm getting sticks. And I may get a little bit of charcoal here and there as well. Though probably not too much from this tree, just because I probably can't reach the tips that have the charcoal on them. Yeah, well, that one I can't reach. Well, that one I could reach. So I will get 1 or 2 pieces of charcoal. Yeah, as I said, this world is pretty much dead. And I've more or less cut down my first tree. I'm going to go ahead and collect up the last of the materials. And I'm also going to do a quick check of the quest book. Now, there's 2 quest lines. Well, that are open at this point. There's this What the World Teaches, with no quests available at this time. And then there's this What the World Came to Be, which has 2 quests. This Interference I cannot finish at this time. The Let's Try Punching things I can do. Alright, and I've got the dead wood planks I need. I need more charcoal and flint. Now, fortunately, there are these shorter trees. I'm not sure I want to call them trees. There's no leaves, and they're completely dead. But it is what it is. This is, after all, a dead world. Alright, that's enough charcoal, I think, for the quest. And now we just need flint. And the way to get flint in this mod pack is to break this slate. And that was probably enough flint as it was, but I'm going to actually go ahead and get rid of this entire slate deposit. I am going to need the flint. If not now, then in the not too distant future. So there we go. Flint. More flint. Just 2 blocks left. And voila. 52 flint. And now I can claim a reward of 12 apples. Now, I've got a couple directions I could go. I think I'm going to go with this grasping at straws. For this, I need 3 floral fertilizer, 3 clay, bone meal, a pasture seed, and a belladonna seed. And the way I get those in this mod pack is to break the dead grass, which is not that uncommon. Unfortunately, their drops are quite uncommon. So I'm going to be breaking quite a bit of grass. now that I look at it, I do see terrain over there that I think would be a little bit better suited for building a base. That's an interesting site over there. A straw man. A literal man made of straw. Well, let's have a look at that later on. For now, the priority is to break all of the grass I can find. Clay. That's the first drop I've gotten out of all of that grass. Let's break even... Wait a minute. Ah. There must have been something here that broke some grass and caused that to drop. While I'm at it, why don't I go ahead and get myself a little bit more wooden charcoal. It's a 3-high tree. It's a non-issue. Anyway, more grass breaking. I apologize if you find this boring, but I would like to get the grass task sorted out if I can. I can't guarantee I'll be able to. I think that's the 3 floor fertilizer I need. Yes. So I'm done with that part of it, though I won't object if I get more, like I did there. Now, in fairness, up here wouldn't be the worst place to at least start. I'll have to make a move towards the ocean at some point in the future. Hey, that's my belladonna seed, isn't it? Yes, it is. I still need pasture seeds, bone meal, and a couple more clay. Well, second belladonna seed. I can't complain at this point. Not that I necessarily have a use for it anytime soon, but at least I have it. So let's go ahead and make our way down. Aha! Bone meal. So now I just need clay and a pasture seed. All right. More than a bit of dead grass down here, which is good. Now, part of this dead grass is tall like that, and that sticks out. You got this lighter colored dead grass, this dead yellow grass, and that sticks out fairly well. This regular dead grass can be a little tricky to spot. There's a tool later on that will allow me to more easily harvest it. Second piece of clay, which is great. Interesting. A nice little a little mini cave here. In terms of a starter base, I could do a lot worse than that. Clear it out a little bit, use the extra materials to enclose it a bit better. Yeah, shouldn't be too bad. Ooh. Now here's a much deeper cave. Tempting as it is to try to build a base there, that's more expansion site than initial base, just because, well, there's the clay I need. So now all I need is that pasture seed. But anyway, I'm not going to start off in that cave because I don't think it's necessarily the safest place to start. Ooh, I got a lucky grass block there for what it's worth. Another floor fertilizer. Not needed for the quest, but I guarantee you I will need it later on. I think it's pretty much a given that I'm going to be settling somewhere around here. And it's about mid-afternoon at this point. That is not the seed I'm looking for. I know you can't hear the mobs because I set up the sounds that you don't hear in-game sounds. Only my lovely voice. But I heard a zombie. Alright. Well, looks like we've got another decent plot of grass over here. Maybe get lucky over here. Then again, I think I said that about the last several plots of grass that I saw. Alright, still no luck. At some point there's got to be a pasture seed somewhere in here. And I don't want to go too much longer with the hunt. I would actually strongly prefer to finish up the hunt before nightfall. Preferably also be able to finish up the house to an extent. Poppies, and also grass. Ooh, I may want to stay away from that area at night. There's a skeleton spawner in the base of that. So let's make our way back over to our area of the coastline. There it is. There's the pasture seed. So let's go ahead and complete that quest. Now, I'm not going to take on that flowering... Well, I can look at it, but I'm going to take on the Such a Tool quest first. Alright, so the first thing I need is 4 wooden tool rods. And for reasons that will become clear in a little bit, I'm going to actually make 5. I'm going to make a binding. Okay, that's the pickaxe head. Go ahead and make 2 shovel heads. Now, what's my axe head? I know there's a way to make a flint axe head. I just can't remember what it is. Ah, okay, so it's like that. Okay. Alright. And now I need to, well, first off, make my way over to my intended cave. And yes, I'm sprinting. Night is falling, and I really don't want to be out at night. Here we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and make the pickaxe. Now let's go ahead and make a hatchet, a mattock, and a shovel. And then I'm going to go ahead and make a second hatchet for reasons that will become clear before too much longer. And let's also go ahead and craft myself some torches with the charcoal I collected earlier. Alright, and now let's begin the process of actually securing this little cave here. Alright. Let's see, there we go. Ooh. I may not be able to secure all of this with just... Well, maybe I could dig another layer down, I suppose. There we go. Alright, let's go ahead and stick another torch there. And continue digging out this cave. I just want to have a bit of space to work with. Yeah. So, like so. There we go. Alright. I guess since I'm in this sort of position. There we go. 3, 4. Let me put a little overhang over my fake doorway here. There we go. Alright. So let's go ahead and put torches there and there to get rid of the 2 torches I placed earlier. And how about one there as well? Just to be on the safe side. Let me think. 4, 8. Yeah, let's move that out 1. I think I'll need to adjust that by 1 as well. Alright. Now, I've got a little hovel, a little place to call home. Alright, and let's see. I do have the task done. I'm going to go ahead and go with the... yeah, let's go with the wide guard. No, let's go with the crossbar. Alright. Well, I do have a couple of quests I could take on. I want to go ahead and at least make sure I've got my initial space sorted out. Ooh. I think we have a connection to that other cave system, which is something I have to keep an eye out for as I expand this hovel, if you will. Alright. And let me actually go ahead and fix up a little bit of the walls there. Yeah. I can also fix up, I think, this roof as well. Yeah. Let's just do that 2 blocks. I could probably get all 4 of these. There we go. There we go. Alright. Yeah, I guess I need to... I think I got lucky on that doorway. Exactly center. At any rate, let's get the floor finished up in here. And just to be on the safe side, a little bit on the safe side anyway, a torch. Yeah, I do hear a zombie, but that shouldn't surprise me or anybody else. Actually, you know what, let me just block that off real quick. Alright. So, I've got my first couple of quests done. I've got some basic materials. And I've got a place to start setting up. So, let's begin with this patterned response quest. And let's start by making the crafting table. This is actually why I made the second hatchet. You see, I can't just put 4 of these dead wood planks in a square like that. That recipe doesn't work here. I actually have to use the hatchet on a single plank to get the crafting table. But for the sake of convenience, I'm actually going to take it one step further and make it a crafting station. I'll put it there. Now, the next thing I need is a furnace, which I will put there. Alright. Next step. Blank patterns. Now let's begin with a stencil table. A chest to pattern chest. And let's actually go ahead and lay those 2 down. Alright. Let's go with the hatchet to make the crafting table. And then turn that into a tool station. And finally, I can combine 9 of these into a deadwood log, which I can then combine to make a part builder. Et voila! And I get a full guard pattern, some more wooden planks, and some charcoal. Now, what I think I'm going to do is take a half stack of deadwood planks, use it to make a quartet of chests, and set them down over here. This will allow me, well, first off, let me put the full guard pattern up there, but then everything else is going to go in here for the time being. Yes, literally everything else at this point in time. And I'll just pull things out as needed. Although, let me take the blank patterns and throw them in the stencil table, so that they're there for the future. Alright, so pattern response unlocks 2 quests elsewhere. There's this okay, this is where they both are. What the world embraces. Alright. Let's actually take this brick by less boring brick. The chisel. Normally the chisel requires iron and a stick. Here, flint and a stick. So let's get the stick and the flint and make ourselves a nice little chisel. Et voila. Now, can I also make the super crafting frame? I might be able to. Yes, I can indeed. So, 8 sticks, a deadwood plank, and the hatchet. Go ahead and use the hatchet to turn the plank into a crafting table. Surround the crafting table with sticks, and I get the super crafting frame. For what it's worth. And that's everything I can do in the What the World Embraces questline for the time being. So let's return to the What the World Came to Be questline. The earthly possessions requires 32 cobblestone and 32 dirt. This is going to be interesting. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab my pickaxe, my shovel. I'm going to craft another quarter stack of torches. And let's grab a couple pieces of... Yeah, let's show you how many pieces. Yeah, I'll grab 2 more. 1 to repair the pickaxe, and then 2 to repair the shovel and the pickaxe as they sort of die on me. Okay. Well, the good news is this isn't that big a cave, and it's actually a very reasonable possibility for future expansion. The bad news is there's really not that much here. Well, now that I think about it, I did get a sword blade and a crossbar as part of a previous quest. So let's go ahead and craft a tool rod. And it looks like what I'm going to get is the rapier with the crossbar. And that's fine. That's a perfectly acceptable weapon. Let's go ahead and put those up for the moment. And let's make our way back to the surface, because it looks like I'm going to have to find a different cave system, say this bigger one, if I want to get any dirt. Alright, note the zombie, note the creeper. Ooh, interesting. A bit disconcerting. Alright, let's see where I am at with respect to lighting. Ah! Okay. Well, that fixes that issue with the dog. Alright, and the good news is I've got a deposit of dirt. So, I'm going to go ahead and mine up this dirt and this cobblestone, and I will see you next episode.